Yo, what's going on, Wonder Shoppers all over the world? As you can see, I'm on the couch. The one and only Rodimus Prime here with Mainstream Malcolm, who is basically passed out right now, and the War Machine MJ on camera.
Yo.
So, basically what I'm doing is a review of Bound for Glory, TNA's latest pay-per-view. As we all know, there was some big news about them not having money. Like, that's really a shocker.
Really?
Billy Corgan, who's looking to buy the company. Dixie Carter, who's the chairman and whatnot. But it was a lot of negative press leading up to Bound for Glory. But honestly, as I watched this show, it was a good pay-per-view. Like I told MJ, I can't even remember the last time I watched a good TNA pay-per-view. Despite the negative press, I wouldn't necessarily say they hit a home run, but for that night, they saved themselves.
They got pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close. Again, not a home run, but, you know, they salvaged themselves from disaster. So, let's jump right into it. The first match of Bound for Glory started off with the X Division Championship. It was DJ Z taking on Trevor Lee, who is the former champion. DJ Z coming in as the champion. Honestly, I watched this match, and I gotta say, in all seriousness, this match was pretty good. I've said it numerous times. Excuse me. I said numerous times that the X Division is practically dead. Because, I mean, going back through the history, you look at the X Division, you think of AJ Styles, Austin Aries. I'll even throw DJ Z in there. Daniel, Samoa Joe.
Kazarian.
Who?
Kazarian.
Yeah, etc., etc. But, I mean, these two just went at it. At one point, DJ Z did a dive out of the ring, and then Trevor Lee jumped in the ring. He did a dive on DJ Z, and they were just going back and forth. But DJ Z ended up retaining. This match lasted 11 minutes, 12 seconds, and I'm going to give this match a 4 out of 5.
Wow.
So like I said, I can't even remember the last time I watched a good X Division match, and it was for the championship. But moving on, there was the 10-man Bound for Gold Battle Royal to determine who was going to get the next title shot, a future title shot for the TNA World title. And as I'm looking at this card, some of the competitors in this match were Jesse Goddard, Rockstar Spud, Braxton Sutter, Mr. Let Me Talk to You, as I like to say, Eli Drake.
Dummy.
Yeah. Robbie E, Braxton Baron Dax, Grado, Basil Baraka, hope I'm saying that right, Tyrus, and Mahabali Shira. Now, Grado, who was in this match, he came out, and he lasted like Santino did in the Royal Rumble that year.
So, half a second?
Well, Grado lasted like 4 seconds. And he was still dancing up the ramp after he got eliminated. And his music was still playing.
Wow.
Yeah. Not to disrespect Grado, but he just doesn't do anything for me. But long story short, in the end, Eli Drake won, and he had a pretty good promo during his talk show, Fact of Life, with EC3. So I like where they're going there with that rivalry. But Eli Drake, he gets a future world title shot anytime he can claim his shot. This match lasted 15 minutes, 19 seconds. And I'm just going to give this match a flat-out 2. This Battle Royal really didn't do anything for me. But I did have Eli Drake to win when he came out there, so he was my pick. But moving on, Moose took on the Miracle Mike Bennett. Apparently there was some friction leading up to this match in their friendship. The Miracle Mike Bennett was being interviewed prior to this match. He said, instead of the fans chanting, Moose, 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 the fans are going to say, yes, we do. And unfortunately, for Mike Bennett, more like the fans were saying, no, you didn't. Because Moose got the win. However, before the match, I did like his entrance. He had some of the football players from the West Orange High School down in Florida to do his entrance. It was pretty nice. They were doing like most football teams do, like a motivational type thing. And Moose came out with his pads, and they did the little Moose gesture. It was cool.
I think that was the high school that his daughter went to.
Huh?
I think that's the high school that his daughter or stepdaughter went to.
Yeah. But this match was kind of slow, but it kind of picked up. Not what I expected though, but I'd say it was a fairly good match. In the end, the Moose won the match. If I can get my words right, I've just been flubbering my words all night, as you can tell. Anyway, this match lasted 10 minutes 9 seconds. I'm giving this match a 3. Now one match I thought was so fucking boring. It was the finals of the Impact Grand Championship. Let me put this pad down and let me demonstrate this match. Originally, it was going to be Aaron Rex, the former Damien Sandow, against Drew Galloway. Drew Galloway apparently got hurt due to an injury. He was being interviewed after the first match of the show, and he said in the end, whoever wins the championship will not be recognized by me. Before that, he apparently made a slip where he said that Billy Corgan was going to buy TNA, and he said that he went to management wanting them to put him in the match. They said no because they were looking out for his safety. Other than that, this match was more boring than the Moose Mike Bennett match. Wow. At least that match picked up. It was 3 5-minute rounds. They had 3 judges. During the match, and I was telling MJ this, the lights went out during the match. And I even told Malcolm here. The lights went out during the match. They had to use the spotlights to make sure the crowd saw the competitors in the match. But the lights came back on. In the end, Aaron Rex won by split decision. This match fucking sucked. I'm giving this match a 1.5. That's how much I hate this match. So
it was a literal dark match.
Yeah, it was like a dark match. It was really, but not really a dark match. But congratulations to Aaron Rex. He's the first ever Impact Grand Champion. Again, 1.5. This match was just fucking boring. Moving on to a match that was more exciting than this. It was deemed the Great War. It was for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. Broken Matt Hardy with his brother Nero, against Decay. Now, the Hardys, they had Rebby by their side. Decay had Rosemary. And the Hardys were looking to delete Decay, or if they weren't sentenced to deletion, then the Hardys were going to decay. You get the gist of what I'm saying. Anyway, this match was just fantastic. Practically the best match of the show. Before the match started, Rebby was on the stage playing the piano, and Matt came out there. The crowd just cheered him. Brother Nero came out there, sung his song, I Will Fade Away, and I Will Call Myself Obsolete. The crowd went obsolete. The fans just loved it. They got into the whole delete. Decay came out there. Then the match started. Basically, they sprayed Rebby with mist. Well, Rosemary sprayed mist in the face of Rebby. And then it just turned out to an all-out brawl. They were even battling outside the arena. At one point, Rosemary was driving a truck, and Matt and Abyss was on the back of the truck. Then they came back to the arena, started brawling some more. Brother Nero went from Brother Nero to Jeff Hardy to Willow. He threw pumpkins at Crazy Steve from like pumpkins were coming out of the sky, out of nowhere, and Crazy Steve's like, where'd he go? And like I said, he went from Brother Nero to regular Jeff Hardy to Willow, and it was, like I said, this match was just fantastic. But overall, I give this match a 5 out of 5. Like I said, the best match of the night. The Hardys are the new World Tag Team Champions. This match lasted 22 minutes, 28 seconds. I mean, the crowd just loved it. I loved it. If you missed it, you need to see it. Like I said, it was definitely a great war. The next match after that, second to last, was for the Knockouts Championship. Gail Kim looking to get her revenge on Maria. Maria has just been a thorn in Gail Kim's side. Now, before that, Gail Kim became the first ever knockout to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. She had Christy Hemme come out there and say some stuff about her. A pregnant Taryn Terrell came out there and said some stuff about her. Even Awesome Kong. They showed the video package where some of the men and others were saying some good things and how she's revolutionized not just women's wrestling, but wrestling overall for men and women. She's been in the business nearly 20 years. And so, you know, it was well deserved because I've always been a Gail Kim fan, even when she was in WWE. But she tied the most reigns for women for the Knockouts Championship, thanks to Maria's lackey, Allie. She basically cost Maria the match by throwing the cast in the ring, and Maria got hit with Eat Defeat. So, like I said, Gail Kim is now tied for the most reigns as Knockouts champion. And not to forget, Dixie Carter even said some stuff about her. And she got a watch for her Hall of Fame gift, so that was pretty nice. I thought it was corny at first, but, you know, most people who retire get, like, watches and rings and stuff, so, you know, it is what it is. But congratulations to Gail Kim. She is the new TNA Knockouts champion. 5 minutes, 19 seconds. Now, originally I was going to give this match like a 3, somewhere between the 2 and 3 range. But I'm going to be nice and give it a 4, all because she got inducted in the Hall of Fame. So, like I said, congratulations to Gail. Well deserved.
Yep, congrats.
Yeah. And the main event was for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. It was Lashley, the Destroyer, taking on EC3. Now, despite the fact that Josh Matthews and the Pope, especially Josh Matthews, was on commentary, I did like, however, what he said. They showed early in the show where the competitors were entering the building, and when they got to EC3, Josh Matthews was like, can EC3 become an EC3-time world champion? I kind of thought that was clever.
Yeah,
but,
that is kind of clever.
Yeah. But still, Josh Matthews fucking sucks. Anyway.
Again, he's not JBL. You gotta look at that positive.
That is true. JBL, as annoying as he is better than Josh Matthews. But getting back to this match, the competitors were out there. Jeremy Borash was in the middle of the ring. He introduced EC3, okay? Soon as he introduced EC3, Lashley speared him out of the ring. And he grabbed JB. He was like, you introduced me now, I'm the champion. He stood there like this, stone-faced. And Jeremy Borash introduced him. And then EC3 was like, why didn't you ring the bell? Ring the bell now. So they got the match started. A bit slow like the Mike Bennett Moose match. But it picked up. But closing seconds of the match, Lashley got on the top rope. He hit a spear from the top rope on EC3. He ended up winning the match. And he retained the world title. This match lasted 16 minutes, 11 seconds. This match was also not what I thought it was going to be, but I did like how, leading up to Bound for Glory, they were brawling during the press conference, in the stands, outside, that sort of thing, but I'm going to give this match a 3.5. Superstars and matches of the night go to Eli Drake, the Hardys, Gail Kim, and Lashley. Matches of the night go to the World Title match, the Knockouts title match, and the TNA World Tag Team title match, the Great War. So those are my 3 matches of the night. Overall, I'm going to be nice and give TNA a 4 out of 5 on this. Like I said, despite the negative press, they really had a good show. you know, I'll keep saying it again. When was the last time you saw a good TNA pay-per-view?
Oh, it's been years for me.
It's been years. I mean, what you see on Impact, you know, the quality of matches are good. Some, not so much, but they're kind of picking up, but still. It's like the brand, the name TNA itself is just so poison right now. And honestly, I'll be glad when Billy just buys the company, because he really has a vision for what TNA wants to be. I've even read some reports that he might change the name. So we shall see. It's a lot of reports out there about TNA, but I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, this has been my review of TNA Bound for Glory. If you missed it, for those of you who still watch TNA, go catch the replay. Other than that, I'm your boy Rodimus Prime, War Machine MJ on camera.
Yo.
Mainstream Malcolm out here passed out.
Dummy.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time.